What if I told you that the air freshener on your shelf is a recent invention and the real solution has been growing in clay pots for over 4,000 years? Long before synthetic sprays masked odors with chemical perfume, ancient households relied on living plants to purify the air they breathed. Today, we're going to walk through 20 of the most remarkable odor-absorbing plants ever cultivated. Number 14 was once cultivated specifically inside Egyptian temples to keep the air sacred. Number 9 is so efficient at neutralizing ammonia that NASA tested it for use in sealed space environments. Stay with us because by the end of this list, you may never look at your windowsill the same way again. English ivy. Native to Europe and Western Asia, English ivy was prized by Roman scholars who wove it into wreaths believed to purify gathering spaces. Modern research, including studies referenced in NASA's Clean Air Study, found it remarkably effective at absorbing airborne mold particles and volatile organic compounds. On the homestead, grow it in hanging baskets in bathrooms or basements where humidity and mildew odors tend to gather. It thrives in indirect light and requires minimal care, making it an essential entry point for beginners. Peace lily. Originating in the rainforests of Central America, the peace lily was treasured by indigenous communities for its broad, moisture-regulating leaves. Scientifically, it's known to break down ammonia and formaldehyde, common culprits behind bathroom and kitchen odors. Place one in a low-light corner and water weekly. Its drooping leaves will even tell you exactly when it's thirsty. Snake plant. This hardy succulent traces its roots to West Africa, where it grew in arid, rocky soil for centuries. It performs a rare function, releasing oxygen at night while filtering benzene and formaldehyde. For the homestead, place it in bedrooms. It asks for almost nothing and rewards you with continuous air renewal. Spider plant. Originally found in South Africa, this plant was historically passed between households as cuttings, a symbol of shared resourcefulness. It is one of the most efficient plants at reducing carbon monoxide and xylene. Grow it in a hanging container near your kitchen, where cooking fumes accumulate most. Aloe vera. Ancient Egyptian physicians called aloe vera the plant of immortality, using it for healing and air purification in sealed living quarters. Beyond its renowned skin benefits, it quietly absorbs benzene and formaldehyde from the surrounding air. On a sunny kitchen sill, it offers both a living odor filter and an emergency burn remedy. If you value real, tested nutrition and natural solutions over marketing hype, take a moment to hit that like button. It helps this kind of grounded, research-based content reach more people who are ready to take charge of their own homes. Boston fern. Discovered in the humid forests of Florida and brought into Victorian parlors as a natural humidifier, the Boston fern remains one of the most effective natural formaldehyde absorbers known. Grow it in a bathroom with indirect light. The humidity it craves is exactly what your shower produces daily. Bamboo palm. Cultivated for centuries in southern China and used in homes to soften stagnant air, the bamboo palm is particularly effective at neutralizing benzene and trichloroethylene. It tolerates lower light, making it ideal for hallways or offices where odors from synthetic furnishings tend to linger. Rubber plant. Native to Southeast Asia, this plant was historically tapped for natural latex before becoming a household air-purifying staple. Its broad leaves process airborne toxins efficiently even in dim conditions. Place it in a living room corner and wipe its leaves monthly to keep its filtering capacity at its peak. Areca palm. Originally from Madagascar, the Eureka palm became known among researchers, including NASA-affiliated studies, for its remarkable capacity to neutralize ammonia, the compound responsible for many bathroom and pet-related odors. This next one is even more remarkable for its versatility. It also functions as a natural humidifier, sustaining healthier air year-round. Gerbera daisy. Grown for generations in South Africa, this flowering plant was used ornamentally and for its benzene-reducing qualities. Its bright blooms make it ideal for sunlit kitchens, where it does double duty as decor and odor management. That's 10 down, halfway through our list of ancient sustaining solutions. If this kind of grounded research matters to you, consider subscribing so future explorations of self-sufficient living reach your feed. Chrysanthemum. Revered in ancient China as a symbol of longevity, chrysanthemums were cultivated in courtyards, partly for their fragrance-masking properties. Modern testing confirms their efficiency in absorbing ammonia and xylene. Keep them in a bright, cool room, replacing blooms seasonally for continuous benefit. Dracaena. Originating in Africa and long used in traditional dwellings for its resilience, Dracaena filters trichloroethylene and benzene from indoor air. It tolerates neglect well, making it a dependable choice for busy homesteaders. Philodendron. Found throughout Central and South American rainforests, philodendron was used by indigenous peoples for its hardiness in dense, humid environments. It targets formaldehyde efficiently, making it well-suited to garages or basements with synthetic material off-gassing. Philodendron. Found throughout Central and South American rainforests, philodendron was used by indigenous peoples for its hardiness in dense, humid environments. It targets formaldehyde efficiently, making it well-suited to garages or basements with synthetic material off-gassing. Lavender. Cultivated in ancient Egyptian temples for its calming, purifying fragrance, lavender was burned and dried to keep sacred spaces clean and serene. Its essential oils possess natural antimicrobial properties that help neutralize musty odors. Grow it in a sunny windowsill and snip stems to dry for long-lasting natural sachets throughout your home. Rosemary. An herb of the Mediterranean, rosemary was historically burned in sick rooms to cleanse stale air. Its aromatic oils carry antibacterial compounds that combat lingering kitchen odors. Planted near your stove, brushing the leaves releases its purifying scent naturally as you cook. If you're finding genuine value in returning to these time-tested, plant-based solutions, drop a comment letting us know which one surprised you most. It helps this research reach others seeking the same self-sufficient path. This next one is even more remarkable than it first appears. Eucalyptus. Native to Australia and used by Aboriginal communities for its potent respiratory and antiseptic properties, eucalyptus leaves were traditionally hung to clear stagnant air. Its natural oils break down bacteria responsible for musty smells. Hang a small bundle in your shower where steam releases its purifying compounds. Mint. Mint's history reaches back to ancient Greece, where it was strewn across floors to keep homes smelling fresh. At one point, certain mint cultivars were so prized for trade that they carried value rivaling precious commodities. Its menthol compounds actively combat bacterial growth linked to odor. Grow it in a contained pot near entryways, as it spreads aggressively if left unchecked. Lemon balm. Used in medieval European monasteries for its calming, citrus-like purification of indoor air, lemon balm contains compounds that neutralize sulfur-based odors common in food waste. Plant it near compost areas for natural odor control. Basil, an herb central to both Mediterranean and South Asian households for millennia. Basil was traditionally placed near doorways to filter incoming air. Its essential oils possess antimicrobial properties that target airborne bacteria. Keep a pot on the kitchen counter for continuous freshening during meal preparation. Jasmine. Cultivated for centuries across the Middle East and South Asia, jasmine was woven into garlands not merely for beauty, but for its ability to overpower stale, enclosed air in homes with poor ventilation. Its fragrant compounds have been studied for mild antimicrobial effects. Train it along a trellis near a window to let its evening fragrance naturally refresh your living space. 20 plants, 4,000 years of accumulated wisdom. What we've walked through today isn't a trend, it's a return to something our ancestors understood instinctively, that a sustaining, healthy home doesn't come from a bottle, it comes from cultivation. Taking charge of the air you breathe is no different from taking charge of the food you eat or the land you tend. It begins with a single pot, a little patience, and the willingness to trust something ancient over something synthetic. So tell us, which of these 20 are you teaming up with first? Drop it in the comments below, and let's keep building a more self-sufficient life, one root at a time.